What is going on, people? Feroncio here, and welcome to episode 6 of Nioh 300% walkthrough. And folks, it is showtime. Up ahead is the boss of the Crucible, Jakotsubaba. Now, he is a snake, literally, with two heads, and he will breed schools, breed fire, breed ice. All of this, it's coming your way. His head extend and it's a really long range for a grab attack. He'll do a ton of damage. And our best chance is to stay at distance, use an acolyte, because why not? The game provides this facility for you, and there is no shame in using an acolyte. It's a game facility. And I understand that the purists will say, oh, you need to defeat it on your own. No, you don't. You need to defeat him using whatever ways you can. So during the fight, the best option is bring an acolyte. I'll bring a samurai. You have a choice between samurai and ninja, but you want to bring a samurai. The samurai, it's a little tankier than the ninja. It will stay close. It will grab his attention. Now, best close-up opportunity is during the throwing of the skulls. If he starts to breathe skulls at you, just go, get close, get a little bit of hits on him, and then get out of there. Also, you'll notice that I am full here. 8 medicine and a full living weapon, full spirit, and that's what you need to do. You want to get in fully stacked against the boss. He is no joke, and he'll give you a run for the money. So if you're going in with less than 8 medicine or 8 elixirs, then you're stacking the deck against you. Go farm, go do whatever you want, but when you come back here, you come back fully full on every single item that you want to use, and have your living weapon totally charged up, because you have one chance to use it, and it is going to be a finisher, not the opener. So we will be throwing ninjutsus, whatever we can at him, until we can actually make sure that once we go into our living weapon situation, we will dispose of him. So with that, let's go and let's see what we can do. Also, I will be skipping all the cutscenes. Feel free to watch it on your own, but to stay at distance, close whatever you can, give him a little bit, and then it get out of here. Here comes the fire, and I already messed up, but I escaped miraculously. And don't forget to guard. Try to stance break if possible, but I am in not a good shape here. But I survived. Skulls, that's the time that we needed to get up close on him. And don't forget to guard. Okay, so we change realms, and if we can get to his crystal on his head, we're going to do a ton of damage to him. Key damage. Alright, so that was a nice instance break. But I got into samurai form for some reason. Ooh, fire. So we're getting almost to the point that we need to use our living weapon. And it is time, folks. And he is done. So now we collect all of this and we break. And this is a nice cutscene, so why not? And here we are. We need to...
地獄を晴らす力の持ち主。あなたには伝えなくては。では行きましょうか。
So let's go.
地獄を呼ぶまがまがしき闇の輝き。それが極霊石。極霊石を守護霊に宿した者は霊石を糧として不死になる。あなたが同じ輝きを見たのなら、きっとその者も時を超えて極霊石を放った者こそこの事態の元凶。時の中に散らばった極霊石を打ち滅ぼせばその力を削げるはず。あなたにお渡ししたいもの。
So we're going to get a mirror, and that is going to allow us to go to our hub area. And then it's going to open a lot of other options in the game. And we've been here before. This is not going to be any new for you. However, so the last time we were here, all of these were blocked for us. So we have a lot of options here. Right here on the left, that is our shrine, and we are going to pray here right away because we have 25,000 in some change Amrita that we need to put a level. So let's go and pray. And we have a Shakotsu Baba Soul Core also that is going to, when in the young position, is going to summon 2 Shakotsu Baba. So we actually will get 1, but we have only 2 instead of the regular 4 that we normally have. So, or if you set in the in position, we have a water familiar, and I am going to be using that water familiar, folks. So let's level up. And don't forget at any point we can reset those levels and reassign them in other ways. But at this point, I am going to bring my stamina up because I want to get more heavier equipment. So with that little stamina, it's not going to happen. And I'm also going to try to use my spirit stones to go up one level. So let's see if we have enough. So we do. So now my stamina is 10. I'm kind of happy with it at this moment at level 25. So we get 10, 10, 10. Now we still don't have a lot of strength, and that's fine. None of this is going to affect our weapons at the moment. Also, we don't have enough intellect. So the next maybe 10 points, I may be tempted to go in here instead of pushing hard, depending on what the situation presents. So we also have a choice now. We have another spirit, guardian spirit, but that's not what we want to do, right? So let's discuss a little bit our surroundings and what options do we have, and a little bit also on the crucible weapons, because they will play a very important role as we progress. So first thing that we're going to investigate is this monolith here, where have all the memories, everything that we have done, all the lore explained, and I recommend that you go read them. They are good. I enjoy. So looking from here, there are characters that have some question marks. Those are quest givers. We're going to talk to every single one of them. And since we don't have enough exploration on this map, we'll need to lift as we go. So, places of importance, I'm going to start up with the big trunk here. We already come from there. This is our shrine. Then when we go upstairs, there is some illustrations. We can go take a look at illustrations. We need to talk to the magic here. So now we have equipment sets added in the preparations. From here you can change your appearance. You can change the appearance of weapons. So feel free to go take a look in here. Since we are in this area, let's go. Oh, too much. So this big tree here also has loot on it. So there is a lot of stuff hidden in this area that we may not be paying a lot of attention. I may not be able to go from this place, but I can go from the blacksmith. So there is a guy in here that is in shadows that we're going to be able to talk him. He is not here at the moment, but you can see that he will be here. Saito Fuku. He will be here later on. Then we need to go talk to this guy. He's going to add some battle scrolls. So now the way of the warrior, he is a samurai. We have a battle scroll for that. Right here there is a spirit vein that we can't access at the moment. It was not visible, now it is. Now let's go to these three buildings really quick. So if we go up here, yeah, it is very dark, but from here, we can. So this is the smith on the other side, going to be there in a second, but we can come out in this street. So, and as I mentioned, there are loot on the street. You feel free to investigate. If you keep on going and you jump, there is a lot of little pieces here and there. So let's go take a look at this next piece of trunk here, and then you can go up and then access, you know, other areas of this. But you should explore, you know, and go from place to place to find out if you can access this loot. Later on, we would have more access than we have at the moment. Uh, you know, see, I think I'm going to go all the way to the other side. There is a piece of loot right there on the top. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick it up at the moment, but we can try. Yeah, I think I need to go up on this big trunk here, like I did before. Go to the other trunk, I guess. Yeah, let's see, from here, go over here, then collect this little piece here. So there are stuff, you know, in this area. There is not a lot of great stuff, but it is stuff nonetheless, right? If you a perfectionist and collector, you want to collect every single piece, then by all means go do it. I really don't think that these pieces are going to make any difference, especially at this level. But over here we have our Kodama. He is the trader, and I'm going to be talking about him in a second. More important, it is the blacksmith. So here is where you're going to create your weapons by forging them. So right now we have only 4 of those options, but you can craft a bunch of, so this is everything. So this is melee weapons for the samurai. Everything that is on white is samurai, everything that is on blue is ninja. This is common weapons range for samurai and ninja, and these are specifics. Only, you know, if I want to only go into spears, I go over here. If I want to access stuff like that, for ninja swords, do a kusarigama, etc. So you can forge them, and you can see that you're going to need materials, and we don't have any at the moment. So how do you get materials? They also cost gold. It is important to point that because we don't have a lot of gold, and forging a weapon costs a lot of gold. Like, you know, 1/3, almost half of my gold, it's going away, right? Or not half, but 2/3, 1/3 of my gold is going away on forging a single weapon. So if you keep on thinking I'm going to forge every single weapon, then you're going to run out of gold. Also, the weapon right now is just level 14. So as you progress on the game, these levels are going to increase. So how do you actually get that materials? You do that by disassembling your weapon, and that is an important piece in here. That is the rarity. The higher the rarity, the more materials you're going to get. So it is important to pay attention to that, because this heirloom cuirass, for example, will provide me 20 iron platelets. And, you know, if I pick up another cuirass, this guy, for example, because he is yellow, he is not blue, he's going to provide me only 4 of the same platelets. So there is a difference of them, and there is a point of diminished returns that you don't want to go. Everything that is on this purple area here, so it is rarer than the blue. So you're going to get way more materials if you use purple than if you use yellow. So how do you get in here? I think what I would recommend is just press R3, select this by level. So now the higher level is going to be on the top, or you select by rarity, which is even better. Now everything that is purple is going to stay on top, everything that is blue go after that, and then you have yellow and white after that. So in those yellow and whites, you don't get much materials from it. And that is where our Kodama trader comes into play. So how should you actually do your disassembling, trading? Okay. Ah, man, stop talking. Okay, so once we speak with him, we can sell stuff to make money. We can sell weapons, we can sell armor, we can sell pretty much everything that we acquire. However, here's the point. Let's go again and do that by rarity. You want to sell everything that is common and yellow, uncommon. You don't want to sell anything that is blue or it is purples. You want to disassemble those. You can sell them because they pretty much not going to give you any material. They very little material, and you need gold in order to forge your equipment. So sell all of the yellow and white and keep or disassemble everything that is blue or purple, right? So this is what I am doing, and that's what I would recommend, right? And once you do that, once you sell, let's say that you want to sell this dual Ushigatana level 7, let's sell that. Yes. And now if I think I made a mistake, I can go buy, and on the last stop I can buy back that Ushigatana. But it is that's what is the strategy that I am using, and I think that's going to be your best bet. So then again, once you talk to the smithy, you can forge any of this equipment, weapons, and you should be able also to forge armor. So, but you need gold and materials, and that's how you get them. So over here on the top, that is this smithing area, that is this chest here, you're not going to be able to open, so don't worry about it. And let's make sure that we talk to everybody that has a question mark, because they are quest givers. So now I have Way of the Ninja Novice, and I also have the Way of the Warrior, and I need the Way of Magic that is given by that guy all the way on the top. So let's go talk to her again. So now I have the Way of Omio, which is the magic in Nioh. So now you have 3 battle scrolls. The way to access the battle scrolls is over here. You go to pray, and then you go to battle scrolls, and now you will have like the Way of the Warrior, the Way of the Ninja, and Novice. So since we are here, I need to talk about the training ground. As you go progress, you will get ninja locks and samurai locks, and you're going to spend that into your ninja samurai abilities, and also you will spend that on your individual weapons to customize them and give them the combos that you want. Once you do that, you should visit here the training ground, equip your weapons, and then you need to test your combos here, right? So let's say that you want to test again fighting a warrior skeleton. or just a warrior. See, I just performed one of those. So they are working the way I want it to work. Now let's test my ninja to see if that is working. Yeah, my combo is working. I'm happy with the way that thing performs. Yep, it is good. Let's kill this guy. All right, so I could even go and do him again and try more, or I can just go leave. I'm going to leave because you got the point. So you should visit here. Now for this battle scroll, I did not get any rewards, but for other battle scrolls, there are rewards associated with completing them, and also there is progression. From the way of the warrior novice, you're going to get the way of the warrior advance. For example, ninja and omni the same, and you can see here, if you go to the reward information on the bottom, then you're going to see that by completing the way of the warrior novice, you're going to get samurai locks, training robe, training hakama, and a smithing text to go and be able to craft training robes, right? Same thing for the ninja. You're going to get some stuff, and the way of the omio, you get, a secret test skills for awakening. And if you're going to use magic, I am going to use magic, I need that skill. So I'm going to be completing this training. I'm not going to do this right now online, but you should do it, because they will progress, advance, and get you new stuff. So from here, let's see if we talked to everybody. I think we pretty much did. Then again, there will be some stuff in here. There is a chest later on that you should be able to see. But for now, I think we are done. I don't need anything else. So let's progress on the keep and finish the story. So now we are back. The shrine is open, and I am going to open up this passage. But before I proceed, there are 4 chests in this keep. 3 of them are right here inside, and I've rushed up, so I am going back and collect them. There is one right here on the entrance, and there is one upstairs. I don't think there is any in here. Yeah, in this area is kind of a dark, so if you kind of don't know where they are, it's going to be hard to miss that they is here. So 3 of them inside, 1 of them outside after we talked, and proceed with the story and finish this main story here. We're going to get the continuation. So this is going to end the Hamamatsu incident. And now we'll need to talk to this gentleman here.
今しがた知らせが入ってな。と、されどを離れるすま二股の。
So now the battle of Futamata Castle starts, and the Hamamatsu incident is now over. So at any time now, you should be able to travel to the Eternal Rift by just press out L3, or just by change the map right there and say, okay, fast travel here. So either way works. And from here, we will be going all the way in this direction, jumping over here. And now we have access to Gale Spirit 2, which we will be running without spending stamina. But what we want is just drop over here and pick up that last chest. Get this guy here. And also from here, just drop over here. This is not the area where I want it to be. There is a Shijitsu here, and we are going to go after it. So let's just drop here. The Shijitsu, it's kind of hard to see, but he is here. So we need to go right over to this area. Just be careful not to drop, and you can see the Shijitsu there. Now this is a little tricky, so shooting a arrow here is not going to produce anything. It's not even locking. So we'll wait until the Shishiko comes over here. And then once he comes in, we can pat him and get him out of the way. So we are kind of more or less done in the top area here. There are a couple of things that I'm going to do. Since I am here, I'm going to open up those gates, because that's areas that we want to go anyway. So this is one of them. Then I'm going to be also activating those shrines so we can fast travel. So now we will have this area open here. So, but this opens from the other side. We will be opening that very soon. But right now I can fast travel over here. So no problems, nothing. Next, let's go over here. And I'm still going, you know, see, Scampus is right here by me. And he is actually going to drive me all the way over here for this chest. So I am actually going for collecting this Kodama here before I do anything, and then I will open these locks here so we can move into the next area. Going into the direction of the Scampus, I need to go this way. So pick up this chest. Let me check. Okay, this Kodama is behind the palisade right there. Here you are, little friend. So Kodama is out of the way. Now let's go to this shrine here. Open up this door. So this is going to take us to the next shrine here. Just wanted to activate, or don't want to go. So now we will have access to the next area here. And see, this is the good thing. I'm not spending any stamina by running. Let's got this shrine going. So we pretty much almost done with everything. I think there is a chest in this area here. Now that we have exploration level 4, I think there is a chest here, but let's check. Let's go here. Yeah, at this point, you know, one of those hats, I think I'm going to check for my hat. Let's see if I have one of those hats that okay, so the face mask is a treasure sensor. Let's equip that. And now every time we are close to one treasure, we will be notified. So we already got this one. So let's go check if that is how that works, right? Yeah, I was quite sure that there was a chest kind of in this area here. Okay, there is. Look at that. I see the chest now. Yep, right here. So it is a small chest, yeah, but it is loot, right? And we don't want to leave loot behind. So that chest is done. And what else do I need to go into this area? I think there is also a chest here. I think we already picked that up. So this top area here, I think, is cleared. So now let's go pick up this Scampus. Wrong direction. I need to go here. Scampus is right here, ready to talk to us. So let's follow him. He's going to take us very close to this Kodama. And there is a chest behind this area here where he's going to point us. So now that he is done, we pet him and get done with this guy. And let's go open this chest. So from here, we have a couple of other things. So we have a chest here on the spirit vein, but we'll have to take the spirit vein, but the chest is hidden under the spirit vein. So this is the next piece that we're going to do. This is a little tricky, but we can get it. Let me check my notes here to see what is kind of the best route that we can do for this dude. I don't think there is much. We're just going to get this chest and that's it. So we'll go over here. Then again, if you have not picked up that fire shuriken, it is over here on this area. We already done that, so you don't have to worry. But if you have not done it, that's where it is. Right here on the side, there is this spirit vein that we're going to traverse. So, and collect this loot here. But the good loot, so we can see that there is a chest here, but it is not up to this level. So this is one of the things that I would love Nioh to improve, is that, you know, when you get to this point, and there should be an arrow up or down explaining that, you know, this is actually not at the same level. So I'll have to go down here. And this thing is actually hidden in a place. It is not easy to find. We'll have to kill this dude first. And I'm trying to be more samurai so I can learn a little bit more samurai. I've been very comfortable with ninja, but samurai is still giving me a little bit of trouble. Although the samurai hits way harder than the ninja, but you know, so let's go up on this rock. There is a lot of stuff here in this rock. And we can hear the bzz 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 of those bees. The chest is right there on that hole in the mountain. So let's go and jump here and collect our chest. Yeah, it is hidden, and if you don't pay attention, you will miss it. So this is done. The chest is out of the way. The next one is this chest over here. And right now we are hitting, so we have one spirit vein. So this one we cannot use. There is another spirit vein right here that we should be able to use. We're going to do that in a bit. And then we have one more shrine, which is this guy over here that we're going to be open, and that is going to take care pretty much of this area here for the moment. So let's go and work on this chest here, and I'm going to stay on this side. I'm going to try to navigate forward. Just because I am in samurai, that doesn't mean that I cannot hit those guys with arrows from a distance, right? So ninja is probably a better option with, you know, the shurikens and fire shurikens, but samurai also have some pretty good tools, right? And I need to get better at Flux. Flux is a free attack, and really, you know, the problem is that you just need to get muscle memory. Every time you're working as a samurai, you need to change stances in the middle of a key pose, and then you get flux. But I am not that disciplined, so there is a problem with that, at least for me. So you can hit those guys with arrows and get them out of the way. I want to go up and in direction of my chest. This guy is a pain, but we here. Let's try not to die. So where are we? So we are all the way on the bottom where I wanted to be, all the way on the top. So we have to go around. Yeah, and I'm not going even to ignore some of these guys. There'll be plenty of enemies here to fight. And some of those guys are going to be on the top, like that dude, and don't want to get his attention, but I want to kill him. So I can use some arrows and dispose of that guy. Ah, look at that bug. Where is my chest? Oh, I'm far away from it. I need to go into this direction here. Let me mark that. So these guys are done, and oh, I could have just gone into that other. Could have gone all the way to the other shrine. So there is a shrine right here. Look at that. Could have just gone to this shrine. Anyway, so let's make sure that I can collect. Oh, there is also another chest here. Oh! Oh! I died, people. Okay, that's fine. I'm very close to the shrine. We just can come back. Yeah, I need to pay attention to my life. You know, sometimes I get so confident that, you know, I forget that I have to heal. Oh, that was the guy with the big axe. Oh, much better performance this time, huh? I still think there is one extra here, maybe not. And here it is. Don't think there is any ambush here. So let's open up this big guy. And I can learn that skill. So let's see what else do I have here. I think this is pretty much it for this area. So now I need to go all the way back up. So we got this Kodama, we got everything. So we pretty much cleared this whole thing in here. So now let's go over here and get that spirit vein. So there is a Shishiko here, but this is in a new area. I don't want to mess up with that. I just want to go where we came from. Yep. And let's go and traverse this. Okay. Collect this, collect this, collect this. So now we are in here, completely done. So let's go check our completion. So we have all the spirit veins that we could. So there is one last shrine that we need to unlock over here. And let's do that. So now we have everything open. We have this whole area here, Maisaka. Maisaka appears easy, but it is not. It has a lot of interesting things in one of the most difficult areas in the game in here. So not really sure if I want to proceed this way, but what I am sure of is that we are done here in Hamamatsu. We don't have anything else to do here, and I'm going to wrap things up here, and we're going to start up from one of these locations. I'm still going to take a look and see which one is the easiest one for you, and we're going to gain a few levels before we come over here. This area here, it is not as simple as it looks. So with that, my friends, I appreciate it. I'll see you. If you're enjoying this, by the way, let's don't be afraid to be happy, right? Like and subscribe. Go ahead, click up that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.